Welcome, or of course, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bianca, and I want to thank you so much for deciding to take the next 25 minutes out of your day to be here and share this space and your time on the mat. For the next 25 minutes, we're going to be looking at releasing our hips, any tension that may be built up through the body as well. And with that being said, let's get straight into our session today. So I want you to close your eyes and just finding a Gyan Mudra or Chin Mudra, tapping or pressing your thumb and index finger together. With your eyes closed, just start to feel and sense your breath. Can you notice what the breath looks like? How does it feel? And what is the energy within you right now? Not only your physical, but also your spiritual self. And that moves deeply as well into the thoughts that are maybe, just maybe, there. And you don't need to push anything away. Just notice the thoughts as they come and they go. And come into the present moment. Just accept what is. Good. We're just going to begin to breathe together. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. I want you to now bring your palms together and just start to create some warmth there between the hands. And let's take this awareness now to our eyes, from our eyes to our chest, to our shoulders, and just feel your skin. We do this 2 times, one more time. And notice your skin. We say in German, Körperwahrnehmung, conscious awareness. All right, now we're going to place our hands into Namaskar in front of our chest and just begin today's session with 3 Ams. So I want you to breathe in. Good. Universal divine energy, healing energy. Let's begin. So just placing the hands back down onto your knees. You're going to take your head over your right shoulder. And just a very easy, slow session today. We're going to just move from the left side of our shoulder to the right side of our shoulder or our body. Just starting up with an upper body warm up. So just looking over the shoulders from one side to the other side. And they're just starting to move into a semicircle or a half circle as you move down towards your chest. You're going to exhale there. And then inhaling, just moving again from one side to the other. Good. Allow your chin to drop towards your sternum. And just keep the eyes open if you'd like to, or if you'd like to come in within yourself, feel free to close your eyes. Let's now take this circle in a backwards direction, just dropping your head back. We want to open up our throat chakra here. Good. And if you do have any communication problems right now, maybe in your life, this is a beautiful exercise to do, especially if you're tense, a lot of stress in the work, whatever the case may be. Good. And then we're slowly going to come back to watch each other. Good. And let's just start by taking our left knee across our right knee, coming into our cow face position or cow face pose. Good. What you're going to do is breathe in, and as you exhale, I want you to drop your head towards your knees and just start to feel the openness now in towards the sacroiliac joint, the lower back, as well as perhaps there is a tightness there in the front of the hips. I know as I do this exercise, I have very shallow hips, and so this tends to pinch a little bit. If it does hurt you at any moment, feel free to absolutely come up. Otherwise, we're going to stay here and most of the positions today a little bit longer than would be normal. And again, I want you to come back if something is hurting to your breath and find a deep sense of relaxation. Good. When you feel ready, let's come back up together. Good. And let's just very gently change legs. So crossing the opposite leg over right now, which is your right knee over your left knee. If that is not possible, you take the knees as need be to a little bit more of an open position. And when you feel ready, you can either stay there or move forward, allowing yourself again to drop your head, release your chest, release your spine, and just breathe. Sink into the moment, become aware of what's happening, and again, always come back to the breath. We are releasing emotions, releasing tension, releasing stress. So anything that does come up, just allow it to be there and start to make friends with what is there. That is our practice. Just taking one more breath, and on your next exhale, you can slowly but surely come back up. Good, and then just release your feet a little bit wider than your hips, and you're just going to give your knees a little bit of a pancake. So you want to drop one knee in and one knee out, just moving from your left side to your right side for yourself, noticing that internal rotation and external rotation. This should also feel really nice for your lower back, which is releasing out. All right, let's come onto our knees as well as our hands, coming to our 4-point kneeling. And just from there, you want to sit your sit bones, your bottom back towards your heels, and moving into your first child's pose for today. With your arms long, I want you to drop your third eye or your head slowly but surely down towards your mat. And just feel in between the eyebrows opening up as you breathe into that space, your third eye. Take some deep breaths here. And relax. When you're ready, slowly but surely rolling up through your spine. Good, just bring your knees that they're in line now with your hips, and we're going to find a little circle here coming into a cat and cow. However, we're going to move our cat and cow around now. So you want to find a circular motion happening or a circular action happening here through the hips, moving from your left side, moving through that extension and over to the right. Good, again, this should feel really nice, really calming. A little bit of a mobility exercise, and then we're going to change the directions, moving in 3 circular actions here towards now your right side of the mat. Left side, tailbone drops down, belly squeezes in, and open your chest and shoulders. Let's take one more, and then we're going to come back to our center line. Good. All right, take the hands a little bit further forward and drop the toes down. Let's push up into our first downward facing dog. From there, your heels, your knees, and your hips are on one line. Just breathe into this stretch and allow the back of the legs to open up. Allow your chest to press down. We're just going to start to walk through the knees for about 8 to 10 walking the dogs. So what does this mean? You're going to stretch out your Achilles. You're going to allow your tailbone or your pelvis to swing from side to side. And press your chest as far down as is possible for you. If you do have any tightness here, just back off a little bit. Press both heels down from there. Breathing in. And exhale, coming back down onto your knees. Just draw the knees a little bit further back, and I want you to bring your pelvis or your hip flexors down almost as if you were to come into an upward facing dog right now, or think of this as a cobra position. So we're just gonna move forward and back here. And now you want to open out the front of your hips, maybe your belly, maybe your abdominals. And of course, if this is hurting you, feel free to take maybe a blanket and place that under your knees. And just moving always at a pace that feels good for you. You may choose to stay a little bit longer in one of the positions in today's class. Just moving forward and back again, opening up your chest as you ripple the spine. If you'd like to, drop your pelvis down. And then you want to start to drop your right hip down towards the floor. Just have a look towards your heels, and then you change to your left side. So just moving here into a little twist, left side and right side. Again, we're opening up now the greater trochanter, which is the outside of the hip joint, as well as moving a little bit towards the waist. And feel your tailbone here dropping down, so between your sit bones. We're going to move to one side each. One more time on each side. Good, and then slowly but surely, let's come down and lie onto our stomach. Just give yourself a little break here, maybe rocking the pelvis from side to side. And just take a moment for yourself to breathe in towards your belly now. So this is our crocodile breathing. Good. And then we're going to take our right leg firstly, or our right heel towards our glute. Bending that knee and just pulling that knee a little, if you're able to, a little away from the floor. Good. You want to feel again your hip opening up. So if you're able to do so as I am showing right now, feel free to press that knee up. If that is not possible for you, keep that knee down. And of course, if you do have some, tightness there in your right thigh, then absolutely feel free here to back off this stretch, or maybe take a quick break and go and grab a belt or maybe a TheraBand. And then of course come back. We're going to drop this right knee now over to the left side of our mat, coming into a hip opener. So as you can see, there's a twist happening now through the shoulders as well. With that leg which is pressing back over the left hip, you want to open your hip even further and really feel as if the knee is drawing up to the sky. Feel free to close your eyes, and as well, if this is not suitable for you, then back off, and of course you can continue with the practice, maybe just modifying the position. Good. Let's come back onto our belly and change sides. So now moving towards the glute with your left foot, obviously. And I urge you to come back to the breath. If anything is getting tight, breathe deeper, longer. Yeah, we have a lot of stress during our days. Our breath gets very shallow, or we don't even take the time to look at our breath. Notice what's happening right now through your body. Draw your arms to the side and bend that knee and lift it up and over. So now you want to drop that left foot towards the right shoulder and feel that beautiful spiral there, or that beautiful twist in the upper body at the same time. So not only are you getting that hip opener, you're also getting that stretch in your pectorals or your pec muscles. Also, the spine is lengthening and spiraling. Well done. Just breathe for a couple more seconds here. Notice if you can move deeper in towards your breath. Good one. And then you're just going to slowly but surely come back onto your belly. Release that top knee. Good. And just start breathing again into your belly. Press your hands under your shoulders, and let's come onto our knees from there. Pressing one more time for a little break here into a child's pose. Your fingertips are interlacing behind you. And again, notice that space between your third eye. Let's roll up. Well done. So from here, I want you to take your left foot forward for today. So we're coming into a lunge position, or horse riding pose here, equestrian pose. Yeah. You want to just start to move that left knee out. And if you are able to, a little bit advanced practitioner, perhaps you're used to doing yoga positions or asanas, then feel free to come into the lizard with what I just showed there, which is coming down to the elbows. Otherwise, just moving, as I said, that knee out and in. You can also feel free to press your elbow onto your knee if you'd like to press a little bit further out. And just notice now with that knee pressing out that you can drop your right hip flexor to the floor, as I am attempting or trying to show. Good. I hope that you can see that the knee is pressing out and you're getting that stretch within the groin. As I said, if possible, coming down to the elbows, moving into that lizard's pose. You take this as far as you can right now. And just breathe into that space. Not only do we have here the right hip flexor, we also have the left inside of that leg. Well done. Slowly but surely come back to your downward facing dog. Just release any tension or any stuck energy there, just walking a little bit faster or pedaling through the legs. And of course, we do that on our second side, our second leg. Of course, take that right hand and that left hand towards each other on the inside. And you can see this a little bit better on this side, that the knee drops out and you're just kind of playing with the motion of moving out, moving in. Good. As you guys may know, I'm a professional dancer. So I do this for a living, obviously. And the dancing has helped me to be quite open in my hips. So I'm a little bit more forceful. I'm not telling you to do that. But if you are a dancer, I know that some of my community here are dancers. Or even maybe gymnasts. Or hip hoppers, I don't know. Then you guys can definitely push that one. Alright, just opening and closing that right knee right now. Well done. And let's press back into our downward facing dog from there one more time. Drop your chest down and really open up between the scapula there in that position. Good. And when you feel ready to do so, I want you to just slowly start to come down. And we're going to bring our left leg between our hands from here. So I want you to come again into a lunge position. And we're going to move into Utthita Parva Konasana. So what you're going to do is draw your right toe out. And the same hand that is in front of your foot is going to press down. And I want you to open your chest up to the sky, as you can see here. This is a great position for, again, opening the hips, but also strengthening and toning the thighs and abdominals. As you can see, you want to press down through that front knee, drop the hips to the floor, and feel that stretch in towards the adductors here. If you cannot look up to the sky and that doesn't feel comfortable, as you can see, feel free to anytime come down or place your hand on your hip. Good. And then we're going to draw that top arm down, coming back into a downward facing dog from there. Breathe in, and then we're of course going to do our second side. So the right leg now comes forward, that right hand goes onto the inside of the foot, and I want you to reach those left fingertips up to the sky. Feel free to stay here, by the way, if this doesn't feel good to you. Otherwise, moving into that Utthita Konasana here. Again, that feeling of dropping your pelvis down towards the floor, strengthening and toning the legs, and of course breathing. Look at your breath, come back to the work that you're doing. Good. I know this is an intense position. We're not going to stay here too much longer. Good. When you're ready, come back one more time into another downward facing dog, and just walk your feet slowly but surely in towards you, coming now into a ragdoll position or forward bend. Good. Just release any tension in the neck again, in the back of the neck and the shoulders. And I just want you to release or take your elbows behind your knee here, dropping that forehead towards the knee. We're just going to move up and down here, lifting those sit bones nice and tall towards the sky, and trying to stretch out the back of the legs. So breathe in and breathe out, stretch up. Good. Just one more time here. And then try to move your head between your knees if that is possible. If you need to bend the knees, that is absolutely fine. And now we're going to anyway walk through the knees for about 8 counts here. Just swinging from one side to the other side. Again, this is all about releasing tension, moving energy through your body right now. Good. Let's come down into a squat position and just sit back onto our sits bones. You're just going to extend your legs long. And we're going to move into a Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. You're going to lift your chest from there. Your feet are pressing together. Breathe in. And with your exhale, drop your head down towards your feet from here. If you would like to grab a block or take your hands out right now, even if this is really difficult for you and you have a lot of tightness in the hips, that is totally fine. You're just going to stay up and perhaps allow the knees to drop down. Again, this feeling with each exhalation that it is moving further, or that your knees are moving further towards the floor. This work is about breathing into your body and working with your body. Yeah, as you can see, I'm pressing my elbows towards my calf muscles. I'm working with a little bit more tension and force. That's who I am. Feel free to absolutely not do that, or of course feel free to do so. Well done. Just draw your knees together and give your lower back a little rest. Now we're just going to balance this position out by just dropping our knees from one side to the other side. Well done. Breathe in and breathe out. Just relax. All right, let's move down now slowly but surely onto our lower back. Just grabbing onto your knees like a ball. Good, and just start to open your knees and grab onto your knees, moving them out into a circular action or circular motion here. Now looking again towards the front of the hips, almost as if you're oiling your hip joints. Yeah, mobility, good, softness, easiness, should be nice and soft. All right, extending that left leg long. We are going to start to look at our right leg. So I want you to take a nice single leg hip twist here, reaching that right knee down towards the left side of your mat, and just allow your right arm to move out to the side. We're going to change the direction here, allowing our knee just to move in and out. So what does that mean? You're going to get a different stretch in each different movement. As you move across, you're probably going to get that more into your glutes. As you move out, you're going to get that more into your adductors. So this is almost like abductor work. Again, this is all interrelated with your lower back. A lot of tightness in your lower back will happen if the hips are also tight, or vice versa. Good, well done. Let's change to our second side, pulling that left knee in. Just take a moment for yourself here to feel that crease again in the hip. I'm just going to take that left knee firstly across into a single leg hip twist, and then opening that out again into that adductor stretch, moving from your left side to your right side, dropping that knee down and opening that knee out. This is looking great. I hope it's feeling fine for you. Again, do what feels good for you. Yeah, this is not a challenge or who is more flexible, who can hold it longer, who can go further down. No. This is just you and yourself with your practice. Paying, homage or paying gratitude to the work that is there in this moment. Good. Just coming into a beautiful, fantastic, loving good morning stretch. Feel your legs long, your chest opening out. Feel the joy in the movements. We're coming into a happy baby stretch right now. Yeah, as you can see, as I'm doing this one with you guys today, that my pelvis is slightly lifted. And I'm trying to drop my knees down to the floor. Again, I'm a kind of person, A-type personality. I like to force things. Again, this is not about forcing anything. If this doesn't feel comfortable, back off. Absolutely. Otherwise, allow the knees to drop down. Right side, left side. You may choose to rock the pelvis up, rock the pelvis back. As you can see, I'm bringing my feet close towards my face. If that is something that is available to you, then feel free to absolutely do so. Again, be gentle with yourself. Today's practice is all about acknowledging the body that you have and creating a sense of gratitude and love for yourself. All right, let's extend our legs. You're just going to pull your feet, almost coming into a halasana or roll over. If you guys have been doing my Pilates sessions, you would know this position. Again, if you do have tight hamstrings, I would avoid, obviously, going so far, just because that is going to pull on your knees or the back of your knees. And if you are a little bit more advanced, then feel free to bring again your face towards your shins. And as you can see, your pelvis is lifting off the floor. You're getting into your sacrum. Good. Drop your feet down, come into your Schmetterling, your butterfly, and take your arms and surrender into this moment right now with your hands onto your belly and your eyes closed. I just want us to take a few minutes to come into that belly breath, that baby's breath. As you breathe in, allow your chest to expand. Allow the skin on your belly to stretch out. Like a balloon, you fill your stomach up. Can you take your awareness towards your internal organs, your stomach, your kidneys, your liver? Without those things, you would not be a functioning human being. And such a beautiful human being that I'm sure that you are. Just breathe and notice again that feeling that we've come to almost the end of our practice today. Notice how you feel. Again, what are your thoughts telling you? Are the thoughts there? And if they are, allow them to be. And slowly, when you're ready, coming onto your left side of the body into a fetal position. And let's slowly but surely come up together, moving into a cross-legged position, Baddha Konasana or lotus as I'm doing, or Schneidersitz, whatever is comfortable for you. And again, that feeling that you're lengthening your spine, you're going to take your Gyan Mudra, Chin Mudra, index finger and thumb together, and just gently close your eyes. We're going to breathe in and breathe out, cultivating abundance, love, and light energy, a radiant energy. And exhaling out any last stress or tension that may be there. Let it go, let it dissipate. Breathe in love, happiness, joy, all those beautiful high vibrational emotions. And exhale, bring your hands in line with your chest. And just feel that energy between the palms in line with your sternum as we close off our practice today. And of course, I want to say thank you so very much for choosing to be with me here on the mat. I'm really being here for the next, or the last 25 minutes, I should say. Thank you, and namaskar, namaste. And of course, if you did enjoy this workout, I would love if you did check out my website. I do offer those online classes every single day via Zoom, as well as if you would hit like and subscribe so I can keep producing more videos like this. Until next time, bye-bye.